everybody, welcome back to the Evermore YouTube channel. It's Chris back with a rant video. Been a while since I've done one of these. Just thought I'd jump on quickly and give my 2 pence on a certain tangerine-looking TalkSport presenting motherfucker. That is Simon Jordan. That's right. Simon Jordan has been making his gob go yet again about Newcastle United. He come on with his good friend Jim White, who actually, to be fair, stuck up for the club a little bit. But Simon Jordan decided to turn around. He was talking about Newcastle United supporters, and he said, obviously, how passionate we were in Wembley and everything else. And he said, of course, Newcastle are a big club in Newcastle, but pretty much that's all we are, a big club in. Now, this really fucking pisses me off because, Simon Jordan's an ultra wanker, he really is. And it's a sad indictment of the calibre of employees at TalkSport. They're pretty much the Sun newspaper of radio shows, with the exception of a couple of people. So Jordan's doing this for clickbait and for winding up fans, which obviously he's successfully done because I'm wound up about it. Everyone's wound up about it. But he turned around and Jim White actually said to him, "Listen, they're a bigger club than just outside of Newcastle. Don't basically say that about them." And he said, "What? Because a couple of hermits, or herbits as he phrased, moved away from Newcastle and live in Leicester Square, blah blah blah." Now, it doesn't take you too much research really to go around and look and see Newcastle United have fans all over the world. You look at Premier League TV, they've done some wonderful things about fan bases in America, fan bases in India, Asia and places like that. Newcastle United have had fans worldwide for a long, long time now. Back in the 90s when we were Keegan's entertainers, we went on a tour of, I think it was Bangkok when Shearer signed, and fans came out in force to see us then. And from there, they consistently supported Newcastle United through all the dark times. I remember being in Disneyland years ago with my girlfriend, who's now my wife, and looking around it was Epcot, went into the shops, and they had shirts up there. They had Manchester United shirts, they had Liverpool shirts, and they had Newcastle United shirts, because back then we were the big club. Man City hadn't been bought and rediscovered by then. Spurs hadn't had their chance to become a bigger club with a new stadium and everything else. So for me, we are a big club outside of just Newcastle. People like Simon Jordan, and what he does as well is he also further adds fire, or adds petrol to the flames even, of the north and south divide, because he's a quintessential southern wanker who doesn't give anyone from the north, any clubs, any businesses, anybody, any credit, for what they are and what they've achieved. Newcastle United, yes, we haven't won trophies and everything else, but we are a big football club. We have a global reach. Why do you think Saudi Arabian PIF wanted to buy Newcastle in the first place? If they thought Newcastle were a little pecker shitty club, then they wouldn't have bought us. If they thought we were Crystal Palace, they wouldn't have fucking bought us. They didn't buy Crystal Palace, did the Simon Jordan. They bought Newcastle United, and Newcastle United is a big club, and it will be even bigger in the years to come. And this is coming from a guy who nearly bankrupted his own fucking boyhood club in Crystal Palace. If he stayed in charge, they'd probably be in fucking non-league under a different name, like the MK Dons or some shit like that. So, he's not really in a position to give anybody an opinion on this. But again, it just further denigrates the credibility of TalkSport. Already mentioned it on the Evermore podcast of the night. Amanda Stabley needs to stop talking to these gutter trash wankers and giving them clickbaity articles and sensationalist headlines to drag people into it like I'm doing now. I know I'm playing into their own hands, but I just wanted to get it off my chest, because people like Simon Jordan just really fucking piss me off. They really do. You ain't got anything productive to say, mate. Don't say anything at all. You called the takeover deader than a dead thing, and it happened. We got taken over. He said Amanda Staveley wasn't very good, or wasn't geared up to run a football club. She's been at the helm while the club's gone from relegation fights to cup finals and top 4. So you're talking out your fucking arse, mate. Go and slap another bottle of fake tan on. Go and fix your hair a few more times. Fuck off back to Spain, as you made a point of saying that you were in, rather than in Trafalgar Square, because obviously you've got so much money, and the cost of living crisis, everyone else can barely afford to go to Skegness for a weekend. So you tone-deaf, stupid bastard. Stop talking about stuff that you don't know, and just go back to gutter trash headlines that you try to bring up to TalkSport. This is the same guy who wouldn't even criticise Steve Bruce, for fuck's sake. That's enough said about that. So this is Chris signing off. Keep supporting that team of United. Fuck these morons like Simon Jordan. And please remember to subscribe and like the videos if you can. See you later, guys. Take it easy. Bye.